time to announce the nominees for the Week 4 Mr. Texas Football Player of the Week Award winner. Dave Campbell's Texas Football, along with Wells Fargo, in conjunction with the Advocare V100 Texas Bowl, is proud to present the Mr. Texas Football Player of the Week Award winner to the most deserving high schooler in the state of Texas. Every Monday at noon, that's now, TexasFootball.com will announce 10 candidates for that week's award based on the previous week's on-field performance. Voting will close at noon on Friday. We may close like 11:30 to count up votes, but I'll tell you that around noon. And the winner being announced shortly afterwards here on Texas Football Today. Max, we've got 10 fantastic candidates once again this week. We will start with North 40 quarterback Colby Suits. By the way, I got alerted to this. He didn't have 300 yards passing. He had 400 yards passing.
Okay, all right.
There was apparently some sort of error in the box score, like as our friends at the Dallas Morning News, instead of logging a 54-yard pass, they logged a minus 46-yard pass. Yeah. Anyway, 400.
You're saying he's overqualified now.
Right. 400 yards, 4 touchdowns passing, 193 yards, and 5 touchdowns receiving, and he caught a touchdown. That's 10 total touchdowns for Colby Suits of North Forney. He is a nominee for the Mr. Texas Football Player of the Week award, as is Mildred quarterback Wesley Hewitt. David Smoke alerted me to this one. Our friend David Smoke at 1660 ESPN in Central Texas. 140 yards and 2 touchdowns rushing. Good start. 111 yards and 2 touchdowns passing. Very good. An interception return for a touchdown. A kickoff return for a touchdown. He had 8 tackles and a forced fumble.
Yeah.
That is a complete game. As a man who works in Arlington would say, all 3 phases.
Yeah.
That's very impressive. Mildred quarterback Wesley Hewitt up for that. Good. Frisco Heritage quarterback Amari Jones, 199 yards and 3 touchdowns passing, and 301 yards and 3 touchdowns on the ground. That's 500 total yards of offense. Pretty good. St. Angelo Central quarterback Maverick McIver. They needed every bit of this, too. They played with their food against Killian Shoemaker. 237 yards and 5 touchdowns passing, 207 yards and a touchdown rushing, and a touchdown reception for St. Angelo Central quarterback Maverick McIver, and a nominee for the Mr. Texas Football Player of the Week award. Frisco Reedy quarterback Josh Foskey. What was it with Frisco? What's in the water?
It was a busy week.
485 yards and 6 touchdowns passing for Reedy in their win over Princeton. That's right. We had the look-in on Fox Football.
Yes,
Friday.
sir.
The Woodlands wide receiver Kashawn Carter. We had highlights of him on High School Scoreboard Live. This dude's a burner.
He's fast.
5 catches, 127 yards, and 3 touchdowns. He returned a kickoff for a touchdown, and he returned a blocked field goal for a touchdown.
That was pretty sweet. Watching that on the show was
just like a perfect bounce straight to him, and then it's all just green in front of him, and nobody's going to catch him. The Woodlands wide receiver Kashawn Carter. Hutto quarterback Chase Griffin, 498 yards and 4 touchdowns passing, and he added 2 more touchdowns on the ground for Hutto. Fort Bend Travis wide receiver R.J. Henderson, 13 catches, 281 yards, and 3 touchdowns for Fort Bend Travis. He's a nominee for the Mr. Texas Football Player of the Week award. So is Buffalo linebacker Marshall Jonas, 16 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, an interception that he returned for a touchdown, and he recovered a fumble. That is a complete dominance on the defensive side.
Nightmare.
How do you not triple team that guy on every play now?
Yeah.
And finally, White House wide receiver Cameron Cantrell.
Another Cantrell, huh?
White House wide receiver Cameron Cantrell.
Okay.
8 catches, 196 yards, and 4 touchdowns for White House. So those are your Week 4 Mr. Texas Football Player of the Week award winners. North Forney quarterback Colby Suits, Mildred quarterback Wesley Hewitt, Frisco Heritage quarterback Amari Jones, San Angelo Central quarterback Maverick McIver, Frisco Reedy quarterback Josh Foskey, the Woodlands wide receiver Kashawn Carter, Hutto quarterback Chase Griffin, Fort Bend Travis wide receiver R.J. Henderson, Buffalo linebacker Marshall Jonas, and White House wide receiver Cameron Cantrell. Vote early, vote often, vote now at TexasFootball.com. Find more information at TexasFootball.com/Player of the Week.